Libra, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your weekly reading for the week beginning the 18th of August, or for whenever you come across this reading. It is general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And bear in mind with Lenormand, it is more predictive than tarot, in my opinion. So this is your oracle card for the week, Snow White and her animal friends. You are loved and trusted. Even the small ones of the forest gather with you after times of great unrest, when they feel they cannot find another trustworthy human to be with. You have the energy of the gentle ones, and thus the small ones, the vulnerable ones like us, come to you, not to take, but to show you how trusted you are. It is not a burden, it is a great honour. You are a safe, good person. I find when this card comes up, it is actually, it can be a bit of a role reversal week for you, but it is also to guide you to step outside yourself, and that can oftentimes give you a bit of perspective in your life, because there is some mental anxiety and stress here. Maybe it's not you, Libra, maybe it's someone or people around you. I do have a King of Pentacles on the upright and an Emperor in reverse. There might be one or two masculine figures that you're dealing with this week. So it this card does suggest that there's some sort of unforeseen victory, you know, but it will come from looking outside yourself, offering support elsewhere, usually, or maybe around wildlife or animal rights, or just, you know, basically, you know, even children, just looking after those that need help. Try to get some perspective, because somebody here is very wrapped up to the point that they're making themselves really quite stressed. So we've got the Sun card, the clouds, and the key. With the Sun in the clouds, it can mean that the weather might be a bit tumultuous this week. One minute is, you know, super hot and sunny, the next minute is torrential rain, storms and downpours. And also with the World card being in reverse here, and the Sun, is that someone might be trying to get on holiday or might be trying to get back from holiday, and they're thwarted, and it's not really knowing which way to turn here to resolve the situation. But the clouds is the key card, and it is the one that's of most difficulty. It does come through with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. So as I say, this can be two different masculines, but it might just be the one who's embodying this combined energy. With the King of Pentacles, usually an earth sign, someone who's pretty financially stable, very materialistic. This person's coming through as someone who is pretty pushy, argumentative, maybe to the point of being manipulative. Somebody who is relentlessly pursuing a goal, and yet it is eluding them. I mean, there's somebody who really does have a lot of talent, but it's almost like they're just pushing something so hard that this is maybe the person that might need to get outside themselves to get some perspective, because whatever it is they're trying to achieve, it's not coming through and it's making them frustrated. So this would be a week for this person to try and get some perspective, to get outside themselves, to almost remove themselves from whatever it is they're trying to achieve, to get into the, you know, the wilderness, the outdoors, go for a walk, go for a hike, go for a swim, and go to a safari park, I don't know, but remove themselves from the situation that is all consuming, really. And the Emperor is kind of similar energy, but obviously he's in reverse, which is a bit more of an issue. This feels like somebody who thinks that only they can do the job and no one else can. So the Emperor obviously has complete control of a situation. The Emperor in reverse does not have control, and he can also be a bit of a tyrant. This feels very boss-like. It might be someone you work for. And this will also be someone who is distracting themselves with probably quite poor choices with regards to time they spend online, how they spend their money, what they're feeding themselves with, and what thoughts are running through their mind. This is quite obsessive behaviour, maybe obsessing about a relationship or a work goal. This is someone who could be a very good negotiator, but it comes from a sort of a hidden agenda place. And I think that's maybe why, if they are in a position of authority, then they might not be someone that's particularly trusted here. We do have the key card, and that is the solution, that is the answer. It's almost like there's a sure thing here. But it comes with the Six of Wands in reverse, which is a failure. It's a lack of success. But the actual answer was the Ace of Cups. Now, it can be new love. It can be, you know, following one's heart. I think that's actually quite a good message. But it's actually more about self-love. This is someone who has, you know, self-love deficit with the Poverty card, and Ace of Cups is someone who doesn't have enough warmth and love and nourishment in their life. So they are maybe very focused on the material because that's what they understand, and yet that's not providing any sort of satisfaction here. This someone needs to balance their life out between, you know, work and maybe home, or work and love life. And it needs to be, you know, it needs to come from the heart. It needs to be something that really, you know, gets them going from the heart space. Not creativity, not work, not sex. It needs to be from the heart. Because it's got the Two of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. So, you know, maybe someone does want new love. Maybe someone's trying to bring love into their life. But the issue here is that the outer world is reflecting their internal world. And their internal world, I don't know. It's like if they're feeding themselves crap, they're going to feel like crap. If they talk shit about themselves and other people, that is what is going to be returned to them. But there is an avoidance here about making choices. There's an avoidance about taking the lead, or indeed even delegating responsibility. It's like you can't sort that part of your life. So you go completely gung-ho and entirely focused on maybe work and money and power. It feels greedy, and the other parts of your life are, you know, falling apart. But it's not bringing you any happiness, basically. And that's what the shift needs to be. The answer to get the Six of Wands in its upright position, to bring success, to be acknowledged, is to bring more love into your life. Focus on that aspect and not avoiding it. Because I do have the snake and the fox at the base of the deck here. Okay, let's just take some advice for Libra this week. What advice can you offer Libra? The Magician in the Mirror. Get some Reiki. Magician in the Mirror is like your magician. You have all the answers. You have the ability to sort this out. But you need some clear headspace, because your intuition's in reverse. Advice for Libra. Crikey, more. Healer of the Ages and the Fifth Chakra. These are both cards of healing, physical, mental, spiritual. And the Fifth Chakra is your throat chakra. So there might be some blockages in your throat. This is not speaking our truth. This is not speaking honestly. It can be speaking harshly and meanly. And it can be, you know, if it's overactive, it can be over talking. But there's healing needed here. These are both my Reiki cards. Yeah, God, these are lovely. Libra, I remember reading you had where everything was blue. There needs to be a conversation about love in your relationships, whether it's with your partner or your parents or whomever. The honest communication needs to be had to bring healing to the situation, and it needs to be shifted off of work, money, control and power into something way softer. Okay, Libra, that is your reading. Please like, subscribe. I hope you have a grand week. Take an umbrella with you wherever you go. Okay, bye.